Carmelo, I'm so happy to see you.
Me too.
Here in Czech Republic, in the beginning of a new era for Motogp. But first I would like to touch a bit on your story in Motogp, because it's a long one and it's a great one. What do you think is your biggest legacy that you're gonna leave with Motogp when Liberty Media comes into force?
Well, for me, always since we has been running the MotoGP since 1992, and always we all of us, we love the motorsport and we love motorcycling. Then has been growing as much as we can. Fortunately, the situation has been good, and when during many years we have first CBC, then Bridgeport and Canadian Pension Plan, and finally we arrived to an agreement thinking the best for the future is to be connected with some shareholder as Liberty Media. Then what we are thinking right now to continue with the same way and improving what we can improve. Obviously, the experience of Liberty Media is very helpful for us, and we think especially in the engage new fans and to arrive to more people, and this will permit to grow the sports, especially the teams and manufacturers. That means it's a new time and we are happy. Then for me the legacy is I will hope in many years when I will not here, MotoGP will continue growing and being a fantastic sport.
Exactly, you touched the point with Liberty Media. What pushed you to this point that you started seeking for the new ideas and the new force that Liberty Media is?
For me, what the Liberty Media has been doing during the last years, and they take over the Formula One, has been fantastic. Then when the shareholders almost decided to be intact, to sell their shares, because we continue as shareholders of the company, we thought that the best partner we can have is Liberty Media. Is for that we pushed from the beginning to make an agreement with Liberty Media.
And what do you think Liberty Media will be better or will help you with MotoGP?
What I already said is they are very good in engaging new fans and growing the sport. The sport will continue as it is. Then sporting side, we have clear idea. We will continue in the way we are. The thinking is we are taking the new possibilities, and they are very good in that. But we have a plan and we submit to them, and they are happy to continue with the line we propose. Obviously, to have somebody as Liberty Media helping us and ideas or something like that is something very important.
Do you think that Liberty Media will have an easier time changing the MotoGP than changing Formula One?
Formula One is not exactly the same as us. We have a similar sport, but the situation is different, and obviously it's our duty to understand exactly the difference and try to improve whether things will be similar than Formula One, but other will be completely different.
When we spoke in 2019, we discussed Moto E, as it was one of the first years with and the ideas of Moto E. What do you think will be the future of MotoGP? Because it doesn't look like it's going to be electric, like you said, and like Jorge Viegas also told me.
Clearly not electric one. No, which we say always, but it's a demand from the industry to make experience with big performance electric bikes, but clearly to change to electric, no. We clearly with the manufacturers, and it's already decided, we make the new rules from 2027, and as we continue developing the internal engine possibilities, then we will continue with Moto E developing, if the industry is interested to do that. But for me, MotoGP from the beginning, from the creation in '49, has been very close related with the industry. Then in the beginning there was everything 4-stroke, then we passed to 2-stroke, then we come back to the 4-stroke, and clearly we are very close with the demand of the industry.
But looking into the future, how do you see MotoGP in 10 years? Beyond the change of the rules in '27, how do you see where it's going to go?
Well, I don't want to be making any forecast. Then our main worry is what will we do in the next period is 27-31, and this is our main occupation. Obviously, what's happened later on 31 will be no my matter. Then let's the new people to understand about that. The only thing I will be very happy if this is happening is to continue growing, and we were growing in the last years.
Okay, and Motogp is a self-contained product, the biggest class. But there are voices that Moto2 and Moto3 teams are struggling.
Struggling?
I mean, it's hard for them to get budgets from sponsors. Not true.
Not true.
Okay.
Then we have more people demanding to have a Moto3 and Moto2 than if somebody is struggling, is people waiting for them. Then we will not accept anybody struggling about that.
Are you going to, are there plans for change of the idea for Moto3, like have a single manufacturer
We are thinking
class?
it's a possibility, it's not decided yet, but what is clearly is the health of Moto3 and Moto2 is very good, and this is clear because all the teams existing teams want to stay here, and here is a big number of persons and entities interested to be part of this, because we don't want to increase the number of teams in any of the categories. I don't know if they are struggling or not, but it's not our feeling.
So there is a plan to change something in Moto3 in terms of
it's discussions. We are still discussions, and of course Moto3 is very successful, the race is very good. It is also true that the young people is growing too much and about the size, then we are thinking that, but it's still not decided and no before than 28.
And to change the paddocks a bit, because Dorna is also an owner of World Superbikes, what are the plans? What do you think where Superbikes will go in the upcoming years? The Superbikes are just amazing with the racing for the last few years, with Bautista, with Toprak, with Bulega is just absolutely amazing. How do you think Superbikes will grow in the shadow of MotoGP?
In the same way they were growing the last years. Honestly, we think Superbike is surviving because it's in our group. That means it will be very difficult for Superbike to survive without being in the hands of Dorna. Then we think we will continue as it is. It's clearly it's an sport for bikes derivative from the series bike. It's the number 2 motorcycle racing speed and in circuits. MotoGP is the number 1, and Superbike is the number 2, and we are happy with it. We think Superbike is improving also very good. The level of improvement is different than MotoGP, but we are very happy with the situation of Superbike, and will be growing also a lot.
We can see that also the road to MotoGP is bringing a lot of talent through the Asian talent class, through British talent, through Red Bull rookies. Junior GP also is very strong. We have a Polish rider this weekend, Milan Pavelec, and we have a Filip Surowiak from Britain, who's Polish de facto. And but we also broadcast Junior GP on Polsat Sport. But last weeks were pretty tough for the Junior GP. What do you make of the situation that happened on Thursday with Borja Gomez?
Thursday and Friday, they are private tests organized by the team together with the circuit. Obviously, this is something we worry to us. Everybody who has an accident is the worst thing we have in the motorcycle racing. Then together with the FIM, because in the end the security is in hands of FIM, we will think to increase the possibilities to do, if it's a private test, must be in better condition than it is right now. But repeat, this is the Junior GP start on Saturday and Sunday. Before is something requested by the teams to practice more.
Okay, Carmelo, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for bringing MotoGP to this level that it is now, and hope to see you all the time.
Thanks to you. Thank you for the duty you are doing and to make in your country more popular the MotoGP.
Thank you very much.